to tell you a story from Heathrow Airport. Yeah? I'm going to say, have you been to Terminal 5 Heathrow Airport?
Yeah.
Did you come through that terminal from Australia?
I think we go from Terminal 5.
Okay.
Not from Terminal 5.
So if you have, you know, there are these wide bubbles going around, very futuristic looking ones, and you sit in these wide bubbles that take you from the airport to the plane. I think they sit like 6 people or something. And I was sitting in this wide bubble with this couple, and she was like, well, he was like, they were elderly, and he said, these trains are so slow. And she just kind of looked at him and nodded. A few seconds later, he said, can't believe how slow these trains are. And she goes, like, I think they are timed so they don't crash into each other. And then he goes, but I just can't believe how slow these trains are. To which she then said, do you want me to get out and start pushing? Now, what was wrong with that conversation? Who knows?
You wanted to get out of there quickly.
Perfect. You said it. What did you say?
Not listening.
She wasn't listening to him, wasn't she? Which, if she said, why do you have this issue? Why is that? Why does it bother you that these trains are so slow? Yeah, understanding why he's saying that. Always ask your partner why. We are so quick to give answer and resolve the situation, especially men. This is what you do, step number 1. I don't need you to tell me what to do. I already know. I just want you to listen while I'm venting, yeah? So, we need to ask why, because if she asked why, then he would say to her, do you know what, I'm so worried because I've been having this leg pain or whatever, hip pain, for the last few months. I'm so scared that I will not make it to the plane on time. Yeah? To which she would say, oh, don't worry, darling, we'll make it on time because they have our luggage, they cannot fly without us. He was worried about something. There was clearly some worry in his, like he said it 3 times, he was clearly worrying about something. So, if she said, why is it bothering you that much? Then she could reassure him. He was looking for a reassurance. Yeah, I'm not leaving you behind, don't worry. It's not like you're going to stay behind and I'm going to go off by myself. But instead of that, she assumed that he's being grumpy and whatever, and she just kind of became grumpy herself, and then they were bickering the whole time, even on the plane, yeah, and all the way.
But did she really assume that he was bickering? He was bickering.
Why do you think? Why would you assume that he was bickering?
I said she assumed he was bickering because he kept on saying the same thing again and again. Why couldn't you just say, you know what, I'm worried, you know, with my hip, I'm worried that we'll not make the train. He could have just said that.
Or yes, she could also ask.
He was, for me, he's creating a problem so that if she doesn't answer correctly, because he could have just said what he wanted to say. He went round about it.
But yes, sometimes people do that, yeah.
Yeah, but then now she is the one who's wrong. I don't get it.
No, her response is not necessarily great, is it? It's very dismissive.
It answered the question, why is this train slow? Because they are timed, that's how they go.
So if there was a child who was complaining about, well, do you have children?
Oh, yes.
So would you respond to the child the same way she responded to him?
No, I'll respond to the child the way they would understand.
Exactly. You would ask, why is it bothering you? You would have more understanding, like why, and then you would explain instead of dismissive. What, do you want me to get out and push?
But not being dismissive, but the key word you put there is child. You differentiated the two. For when you're asking me, if you answer your child, you have already differentiated that I have an adult and I have a child. And that question tells me that I should look at these things differently.
I'll tell you a secret. Very often when we are experiencing fear, we are taken back to somewhere in your childhood. And you are experiencing the same emotion as when you were a child. Abandonment, all of these things. You go almost to when you were 8 and you start thinking, oh my God, what is happening to me? I'm scared. And you just go back to those emotions. Yeah? So sometimes you have to just be more understanding and ask yourself, why is this bothering me? And when we are in that fear state, we have two parts of brain.